Alright, part 2, talking about the theory. So, looking at the answers that you gave, D minor is correct, E minor is correct, F is correct, G, that's not correct, A minor is correct, B diminished is correct. So, let's look at G. Now, I don't know if this was just a typo, could be, but like a major chord only consists of 1, 3, and 5. It can only be a 1, a 3, or a 5 in the major chord. You have this as a 6. So, before I give the answer, see if you can figure out what it is. So, let me move something here. No, we're not on that yet. So, let's go through it. Like the 3 notes that make the G chord, you start with that. So G, B, D. So the next note in, and you got the intervals right there, 1, 3, and 5. So G is the next note, so that's 1 again. Well, that is, what note is that? 3rd note on the B string. If you go through your natural notes, you got B, C, D. So D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, A, B, C, D. So that's the 5 again. You get the open D string marked as the 5. So then the D note on the B string would also be the 5. And then, yeah, you got the 1 on the high E string again. So the 6 of G, if you climb through all your notes, would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be G, A, B, C, D, E. E is the 6. If you actually had an E in the chord, it would be a G6 or a G major 6. Same thing. So that's the only thing that needed to be corrected there. Now let's get to what you'll be working on with the chords this week. So the diminished chord is basically the one that nobody knows. I think we established that last time. So with the thing you're going to be doing is strumming a bunch of chords, and I want to make sure you're able to jump into a B diminished. This is not only going to be good for your picking, but good for your left hand dexterity, coordination, all that stuff. So just try getting this at 60. The whole thing at 60 beats a minute, and you're good. No need to go crazy fast with it. I want you to focus on the other stuff, numbers 1 through 4. Work on that more than anything. And this is just, again, to just get you comfortable switching these chord shapes. So when I play something like this, basically you've got to hold the chord down as you're arpeggiating everything. Jesus. So I will build like 1 finger at a time. Sometimes 2 fingers will go down, but if you find that you're putting 1 finger down at a time, that's fine. Perfectly natural thing to do, and I notice for me it helps me compartmentalize things a lot easier. So if I'm going to strum everything, well then yeah, I got to get all the notes down at once. But arpeggiating things, because I'm hitting 1 string at a time, a lot of times I just do 1 finger at a time. So let's talk about some anchor points. Anchor fingers, meaning that you can keep a finger down going from 1 chord to the next. So going from the B diminished to the D minor, your ring finger stays put. So the ring finger doesn't have to move, go between B diminished and D minor. E minor, typically play it like this, but for this particular exercise, going from the B diminished here to the E minor like this makes the most sense. So this way your index finger just stays there, and then right back to the diminished. And then going from B diminished to G, your index finger stays put again. And then back. So B diminished and G major, index finger doesn't need to move. So there are some anchor points to help make this more playable. So let's demo this at 60 beats a minute. Here we go. Maybe. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hardest parts about this for me is remembering what chord I just played. So there you go. If you find that doing the 8th note way is too much of a pain in the butt, you can cut it in half, or cut the speed in half, and just do quarter notes instead. So maybe like quarter notes at 100. See how that goes. So yeah, so there's the theory stuff. Just working on that. That's going to tie into the next thing we'll do. Get you used to the chord shapes. You may have noticed there are Roman numerals above these chords. So this is important. You're going to be getting very acquainted with the Roman numeral system for chords. So notice that every major chord has a capitalized Roman numeral. So basically your 1, 4, and 5 chords are major. Your 2, 3, and 6 chords are minor, and the 7th is diminished. So we'll be using that stuff in the future. So if any questions come up, please let me know, and I will see you again on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. All right.